do it tonight. Call your mother and your father to let them know that you're dead. What the hell they should do? Say your prayers and beg for forgiveness. The reaper is rising and you're on the checklist. You can run, but you cannot hide. Your ending was close to it. Death is on your side. Your decision, your life has made it hard for you to survive. Count your chickens, accept your losses. You are the reason for the nails in your coffin. Shame, shame, I know your name. When it comes to Kiss, these are our box sets so far. We're going to talk about some news we got this week today, live on podcast. I did that wrong again. You'd think I hadn't been doing this show 12 years. Today on Podcast Rock City, live. What's up, everybody? Joe here from Podcast Rock City, and with me this week, and lonely, because it's just the two of us, Sunny Hollywood Poonie!
What's up, people? I was going through my 45s. Hey, Trot, you want to buy this for $35? There you go. Crazy Nights, barely played.
Paul Stanley in his blue underwear, his thong.
That's right.
Thong, thong, thong. I always thought the girl in that video with the blue thong was the hottest. Anyway, you guys just go back and watch it. A few things real quick. I want to make sure I mention you guys. First of all, thanks for being here. It's so awesome to see you. There's no football. Falcons didn't lose today. Dallas Cowboys didn't lose today. Nick Scarpelli is super excited about the fact that the Cowboys didn't lose today. Football's, we got to wait. How many more months? 7 months, something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
That's fine. You can hang out with us on Sunday nights. Couple of things real quick. One, if you are part of our membership program, 99 cents a month, you get a chance to win prizes every month. And we do an extra show at the end. If you have a hard time finding where we do that show, it's in the description of today's show. And if you'd like to join, it's just 99 cents. If you'd like to join, there's a link where you could do that too. So just click on that and check it out. It's only 99 cents. Next month, we're giving away the official Kiss magazine from a few years ago. I think Keith LaRue put this out.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome. It's got some great interviews like Big John Hart. I want to say the pictures are great too. I love these pictures. I think they were all taken by Keith.
Nick says he's on a 6-week vacation. Dude, you might have got fired. That's a long vacation.
Maybe. So check that out. And if you guys, and we get all this stuff, most of it anyway, from Kiss Haven. You could go there and pick this stuff up if you'd like. Kiss Haven's pretty cool. I've purchased some things from there over the years. They also have Kiss Pick Haven. If you like to collect guitar picks, they have drumsticks from Eric Singer, drum heads that he used in shows, stickers. I mean, everything's signed too, which is pretty amazing. All right, so let's go ahead and get to the news.
Podcast Rock City News.
Lee sent us something.
maybe an hour and a half or 2 hours ago, and I was like, "Man, this is pretty cool. I want to check this out on the show." I don't know if you guys have seen this yet. It was put on the on Facebook. It's Bell Sound Studio Pictures. Have you seen this yet, Sonny?
I am looking at it right now because, there was that BS that somebody put on the internet about Kiss didn't play their instruments on the first record or whatever because I was there and I am a studio musician, blah, blah, blah. Well,
Yeah, that's crazy. Look
that's
at look at
bullshit.
these pictures,
These are pretty cool.
man. I mean, this is this is pretty awesome. Look, even back then,
Gene
Paul-
looks no different.
No, he does. Yeah, he looks exactly the same. Look at even Paul's still got his shirt open.
Yeah.
In 73 or whenever they recorded, 74. Ace, Peter, he's got a thing about phallics,
Yeah. Yeah, this is interesting stuff.
Yeah, man, this is pretty cool. Have you guys seen this? I don't know if you guys have all seen this. Look, Ace's shirt it says Ace. I love it. We've all seen that before. Peter looking like he's about to fall asleep and headbutt a cymbal. Paul saying, "I'm gonna be famous." The clothes are amazing.
Do you see that Fender that Ace is playing?
Which one? The white one?
That
Telly?
like black and the
Oh.
Telecaster. Yeah, that's a funky Telecaster.
Hold on. It's
No, not that one.
Not
It's
that
the black and tan one.
Okay, yeah. Hold on. Let's go back.
That's a
Let's check
Telecaster,
that.
right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a Telly.
Yeah, that's a weird Telly though.
I think.
Because that whole thing is the pick guard, right? Like, what do you need a pick
Yeah,
guard up
it
here
is a
for?
little different. I don't know, man. Ace he hits things. Yeah, these pictures are amazing. And if you guys get a chance, they're on the web now. I'll create a link to it. And then you guys can check it out on our Facebook page. Not right now. Hang out and look at these pictures though, man. These guys, had no idea what was coming their way, did they? No.
Not a clue.
No idea.
But nobody ever does. Like, whether it's you hit it big in a band, whether it's the relationship you have the rest of your life, the day you meet them, you don't know.
What do you think Ace is saying right there? I really need a drink.
It's like, we can be here all day. I got something to do.
I got a poker game to go to. These are amazing though. Check those out online. I'll make sure, like I said, that I put a link for that at our Facebook page so you guys could check that out. So how are you, Sonny? Everything going well with you? You're
all is well. 3 weeks to Monsters of Rock cruise, so gonna be fun.
All you guys that are watching right now, hi, how are you? It's good to see you. All you guys in green right there that are showing up, that are part of our group, that's 99 cents a month. Thank you very much first of all, for being in there. Hi, Cindy. Hi, On the Fly. What's up? Robert, Rex. I have a few things that I'm going to mail out this week to you guys that have won, but I haven't had a chance. For you guys that don't know, I'm on crutches. So it's been a little bit, it's been a little rough. Matt Shell, it's in snowy New York. Good to see you guys. So, not a whole lot of news. There is a little bit of news, but it's obviously going to go into our topic of the week. So let's go ahead and get to the topic of the week.
Podcast Rock City Topic of the Week.
I was sent on a mission. Life years ago.
Robert is asking me if I listened to the Elder mix yet. Yes, I have. I have a mixed reviews about it, But we're waiting on Joey and Lee to be here on a day when we'll talk about it all together. We already know what Sonny's going to say. Maybe we'll do it when he's on the Monsters of Rock cruise.
There
Anyway,
you go.
he said, "There you go."
There you go.
Yeah, because then I just get messages from people that are going, "What's wrong with Sonny? He hates the band Kiss."
If you have a Carnival episode coming too, can you take care of that while I'm on Monsters Rock Cruise too?
Anyway, all right. So there's been a lot of little things coming out. I don't know if any of it is official. How about that? I heard
The
that there
playlist was.
huh?
The playlist was.
Oh yes, right. The playlist. So there was a Who put the playlist out? Do you remember?
This person, Rose, like Rose, I guess is a big fan,
No, it's
and
Lisa.
she's always bringing
Right.
a rose of something.
Okay, I'll pull it up. Hold on a
I
second.
thought her name was Rose.
I put it on. Oh, I put it on the Facebook page, and somebody has removed it. Did it get removed? That stinks. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll find it, and then
I
we'll
saved it
talk
on my
about-
Spotify. I saved it on my Spotify. The Rose Girl. Yeah, that's her fan name is the Rose Girl.
It doesn't say her name though.
No, not on this thing anyway. And she put about 2.5 hours of music on here, and it's like a Valentine's playlist.
Right. I know this is the second official playlist to come from basically Pophouse, right?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
picked somebody to come and put this together, and
It's working. They already got 1,000 saves on it. That's great.
yeah, that's terrific.
Yeah.
I'm really, 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 really upset that I cannot find this. I posted it on our here it is. The Rose Girl, Lori is her name.
Lori, okay.
Lori. Yeah. So Lori, I had it perfectly saved on here so I could just show it, and now I can't find it. Lori was known for being a girl that showed up and she would hand Paul roses every time, and he would always reach down and take them. So she was picked to be the next person to create a Spotify list of her favorite songs, and I think the title of it was like "You Never Forget Your First Kiss" or something like that. And Sonny, let me ask you a question. Do you remember your first kiss?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Can you say her name without getting divorced?
I can't say her name, but I could tell you I was in a closet, and I was 10 years old.
You
I
were
was in
10?
a closet with a light out. Yep.
And then you came out of the
And
closet.
she was 14, I think.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Nowadays, that's like bad.
It was just a kiss. It was nothing else.
Yeah.
Without getting divorced. Dude, we've known each other half our lives, but there was another half of my life that she wasn't involved in.
That's true. Okay, so Lori put out the I swear I had this. I'm so upset now. And I thought I could go to Matt Porter, the last guy that did it, and see it on his, and it's not there either. So now I'm gonna have to call Matt and get angry with him. All right, so I'm gonna be like, dude, you let me down in my show prep. I don't know. So Lori, congratulations. I think that she sometimes does auctions on the Kiss Live auction page as well, because everybody on there knew her and they were all excited about it. So that's pretty cool. What you have the playlist there?
Yeah, I do.
And what's the title of it?
It's very Valentini. I think it is You Don't Forget Your First Kiss. Hold on. You Never Forget Your First Kiss, yeah. And it's, forever I want you, anything for my baby, then she kissed me, I stole your love, tonight belong to me. It's all relationship songs until you get to the last one. For some reason, she put Rock and Roll All Night on it. But, she has stuff like Speeding Back to My Baby, Tough Love, Love's the Slap in the Face, I'll Fight Hell to Hold You, like very relationship type song.
Look, AJ White just posted it's the show because I mentioned if you can't find the show, I put the link in there. He's like, it's always behind 100 other episodes for me, but thank you so much for acknowledging me. I promise you, you're like one of 4. So I'm just making sure that everybody gets it. It's not just you, AJ. You're good. And he has a show. Post the link to it or post the name to it in the here, AJ, so everybody knows to come and see you. I did the show. Listen, there's some big rumors going on, and that is that there's 2 box sets coming out in this year, and they're going to relaunch the Kiss Online. That's something else I heard. Is that what you heard?
Yeah, that's what I heard. You got to figure one of the box sets is alive. It'd be dumb not to do alive. It's his 50th anniversary. So one of the
Right.
box sets have to be alive. Now, I would hope that they would also do Dress to Kill and then like put a booklet in there of like the old black and white in suits and then the new ones they did with Tommy and Eric,
Oh, yeah.
right? And kind of have both sides kind of going in the booklet kind of thing. I've always loved Dress to Kill anyway, and always loved the album cover, so I think that would be a cool box set. If you did Creatures, there's no reason not to do Dress to Kill.
My buddy Doug, he came up to me one day with this like Playboy magazine, and he goes, "Hey, I thought you'd want this," and I was like, "Okay," and he goes, "Flip it," and I opened it up, and the very first page was an advertisement with the more recent Dress to Kill pictures.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Well, this makes sense, and this is nice." But now I'm going to flip to the center. But so let's talk about a couple of things. You're hoping that it's alive. You hope that it's
I'm hoping it's Dress to Kill. There's no way it can't be alive.
You don't think so?
Oh, that would be a huge miss.
I would like to see.
That's not happening right now.
I would like to see an unmasked box set.
Dude, you're not getting that right now.
Come on. I don't understand why. It's not 50 years of Creatures of the Night. Why can't I get an unmasked box set?
Yeah, no, you're not getting an unmasked box set. And I don't know if there's enough unreleased material. Rex is asking about a Dress to Kill, but could they put one of the live shows on it? I don't know. Right? We don't know if they have a live show audio that they can put along with it. We have no clue.
So this is now see people are like here DPC 374 he's saying they dropped the ball not doing a box set for the debut. Okay. So this is something that I want to talk. Sonny, for those of you that don't know, I actually watched a thing where Sonny was on a stage talking about himself and doing all this business stuff, and I was like, holy crap, I could not have done that. But here's something I want to talk to you about, Sonny. When it comes to business, if you bought a property, let's say you bought Motley Crue today, realistically, how long before you put out the first real new, not necessarily new music, but new product with the music that you and your team develops that you put together? Realistically.
Yeah, you can probably flip it if you want to do it on the cheap in a month or two. If you want to do it well, you're probably looking 3 to 6 months. But if it was me, it would depend on what else has been out there before I bought it, right? So if I bought Motley Crue and Motley Crue hasn't released anything box set, new music, nothing for the last 5 or 6 years, I'd probably get something out there as soon as I possibly can that's good enough to show that I care. Right? And if I'm lucky enough, it'll be on a year where Dr. Feelgood turns X or Shout turns Y or something like that, to where it makes a big deal right out of the gate.
Right. So, a few months back, okay, so I looked it up today, and people keep thinking that they bought Kiss Pophouse in December of 2023. And really, it was April when it was announced. April it was announced that they purchased it. So it hasn't even been a year. And to be honest, I think that I ask you for business reasons because you are a businessman, and even though I have my own business, I'm still, it's small change compared to what you do. Nobody's asking me to sit on a stage with, people to talk about how to run businesses, but I think I'm waiting a little while and making people really anxious and ready to get something. But I'm also wanting to make sure that I do it right, because if the first one comes out and it's like this, there may be a problem, don't you think? You can always redeem yourself, right?
Yeah, it won't be good enough for some of the people no matter what. So that part
Yeah.
doesn't matter anyway, right?
Okay, that's a good point.
You can't wait that long. Dude, there is too much access to too many things, and there's too many people doing too many things. And people's wallets only have X amount of money. And if somebody else that you love starts doing something, you're going to forget about Kiss or Motley Crue or whoever. So you can't wait that long. That was the whole problem I have with the avatars, and the fans have said it, right? You can wait 4 years? 4 years is a lifetime right now.
Right. But it does, also we have to understand that it's not something that you could just do overnight. That
can't.
part, yeah, that's the part where I go, I try to explain to some of my friends, look, I'm anxious to see it. I'm anxious to see whatever is happening with the avatars. However, I have a little girl who's 20, so she's not really a little girl, who lives right upstairs, right above us, right above where I'm at. And she's an animator. She went to college for it and everything. And she told me that making a minute of animation could take 6 months. 1 month, one minute could take 6 months. And that's why when they say they're going to put out a Pixar movie, Toy Story, there's 100 people working on it all at one time, because it takes a long time. I don't know.
We also don't know. Pophouse doesn't have anything to do with the box sets, I don't think, because I finally watched The Fall Guy today, by the way. Right?
Oh yeah, I haven't seen it.
So I'm watching The Fall Guy. I Was Made for Loving You came on 3 different times in the movie that I can remember. It might have came on more, but at least 3 times. And nothing was said about Pophouse. It was a Universal picture. So they use Universal music. So I don't think the box sets have anything to do with Pophouse.
When did it come out?
Like a year ago.
So a year ago is still before Pophouse purchases Kiss. So I
don't know if they own the music though.
This is what I found online. I'm going to show it to you. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Share screen and booyah. All right, so it says, yes, Pophouse Entertainment bought the music catalog, brand name, and intellectual property of the rock band Kiss in April 2024 for over $300 million. The Swedish company plans to use this to create a virtual Kiss show. What does this mean for Kiss fans? Pophouse plans to use the latest technology to bring the Kiss experience to fans for years to come. The company plans to promote the band's music personas, the imagery to new generations. And imagery, sorry. Pophouse plans to use some of the same technology as ABBA's Voyage hologram show. What does it mean for the Kiss band? Pophouse plans to work with the band to develop the show. Pophouse's mission is to help the band become immortal and let new generations discover it. Other details about the deal. The deal includes master recordings, publishing rights, and the band's logo and their iconic makeup design. The deal is Pophouse's second investment outside of Sweden after acquiring Cyndi Lauper's music catalog. And when I read all that to Sonny says,
did they make 2 purchases? Because Kiss didn't own the music. Universal did.
Okay, so that's the part that we're not really understanding then, right?
Right.
So it says
because we know Universal owned the music. We know that.
Yeah. So it says bought the music catalog,
Okay,
brand name, and intellectual property of the rock band Kiss in April.
so they must have bought it from. They either bought it from Universal, or Paul and Gene still had a stake in some percentage of the catalog, and they bought their percentage. It had to be one or the other.
Rex Jaycock says, "Is the Abbott Experience still playing?" My understanding, it's sold out for like 3 more years. In where is it? London?
Yeah, I think it's European. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, yeah. So okay. So all right. So that's my. Everybody thinks differently. Here's my editorial. Okay, this is my editorial. If you are complaining about what this company is doing before they've done anything yet, it's a mistake. Wait it out. See what happens. I will tell you that I did watch Three Sides of the Coin. Mark said on their show that the off the soundboard is something nobody in the trading circles owned, and he had to close his jaw when he saw it, what it was. So maybe that's exciting. I honestly do not know anything about it. I'm very excited. I wish he would have. It's funny because the beginning of their show, they said, today, Mark is going to tell us everything that Pophouse is doing. And Mark goes, not. So I doubt he knows everything. But if he knows that, cool. That means that we're going to get on off the soundboard this year as well. So this is where I'm going with this. All you guys that are watching right now, 70 of you, I want you to, if you haven't already, I know you've been putting a lot of stuff on here, and I appreciate that. But real quick, just put what record box set are you looking forward to the most to come out, and what concert would you love to see from any era? And if you know a specific time, or like I was at this show, I would love this. Put that in there too. I'm really interested to see. What about you, Sonny? I know you said you wanted what about a live show? Like, I don't want Winterland live. I don't want that live. Off the soundboard.
I do want I want a 75. I want 75 live though, because they're still hungry. Right? By the time they get to Houston, dude, Houston is a bombastic fucking production. You know what I mean? I want fire that they haven't like quite made it yet, and they're still eating bologna sandwiches. Like, I want 74, 75. Hopefully after Dress to Kill, so we get some Dress to Kill songs on there. That's what I'm looking forward to. Like, if I had any choice about seeing, behind the scenes recording an album, I want to see either Hotter Than Hell, the debut, or Dress to Kill. By the time they get to Ezrin, they're not quite making it yet, but by the time they get to Rock and Roll Over, it's like they're already superstars. So I don't want to see that. I want to see when they're hungry, because I think it's more real.
Yeah. Look at people. A lot of people are saying Palladium.
Yeah.
Eric's first show. But that's something that would be great. I can tell you, I've heard a bootleg of that show, but it's taped, in the crowd, and you could just barely hear what's going on. And but I would love to hear something like.
Well, when the one came out with Mark St. John, I thought that was really cool, right? But listening to it, I'm like, wow, this is really fast. And this, if you didn't know this was Kiss, you'd have a hard time believing it, to be honest, because the song will sound the same.
Right. One of the things about it is it's more of like a historic release. Like, it's for you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For the people who were like, we don't have anything with Mark St. John on it, and then they were like, well, we'll put this out because it covers that base.
Yeah.
I would say that I would. Okay, so maybe something. We don't have anything with Bruce yet, right?
We don't. No, I guess not. I guess you could release the Hot in the Shade club shows.
That sounds nice. Angelo said Hot in the Shade show at Madison Square Garden for Off the Soundboard. That would be great. Anything Madison Square Garden is over the top. Something from Creatures of the Night tour. I'm going to be honest with you. That one kind of goes away for me because I'm not a big Vinny fan. When I listen to him play it, I don't know why. But look, some people, not everybody likes everybody. That's the way it works. When I listen to his playing, it just doesn't do it for me. Pre-Kiss Alive footage is key. The Palladium, go back there. I keep seeing Joe Henry. Pre-Kiss Alive footage is key. The Palladium is absolutely on all of our list as well. Seeing Eric come in with that double kick must have been epic. You got to wonder why. I mean, we do have Live Uncensored, right? That's a mic drop. That video is a mic drop. It's wonderful. So many of us, like, we could do a show on that 3-4 times a year. We never get tired of talking about it. It's just so good. It's fast. It's aggressive. It's funny. It's got great stage raps. The band is still young. Young enough anyway. Gene's wig, Eric. His drum solo, the costumes, the stage. There's just so much to talk about. Here's one: Los Angeles Creatures of the Night tour. Even though the audience recording is solid, I haven't gotten to that one yet. I have a lot. So do you, don't you, Sonny? A lot of bootlegs.
Yeah.
How many would you say you have?
I don't know. It's a terabyte worth. I could tell you that at least.
It's a terabyte worth. But so you guys are really giving us some good ideas. 1980 live, Animalized Uncensored every day for 2 years. But to see Eric in makeup, good point. That's something that we really, but I'll tell you this. I don't have it here. I should have. You guys, I've talked about it on the show a few times. Have you guys ever seen The Inner Sanctum? So it was a documentary put out in Australia when Kiss went to tour there, and it's called The Inner Sanctum. And I would say there's maybe 6 or 7 songs on there from one of the shows, from the Australia show, I think it is, with the fireworks and the stage. And they're doing, I think they did Talk to Me, I think they did Shandy, I think they did Is That You. They did like all these great songs. They really go talk to the management, Bill Coyne. They talk to the road managers. John Hart, I think, is in there. There's a part of the press conference is there. So much in that video it's amazing. If you guys have never seen it, try to go online and find it on YouTube or something like that. It's called The Inner Sanctum. I don't know why I'm telling you this. I bet you've all seen it. If you haven't, I'm not at all saying that you're not a real fan. What I'm saying is go find it. You'll thank me. Listen, before we continue, I want to mention something. I have decided that next week, for as far as I know, the show will be, because Joey's going to be out of town, it'll be me, Lee, and Sonny doing the show. I want to bring on with us 3 people that are in our membership program. 3 people. If you've been on the show with us before, we're going to pass on you this time, just because we're going to give somebody new a chance. If you've never been on the show and you're available next Sunday at 7:00, and it's more like 6:30, and you've got a microphone or at least a good headphone set with a microphone in it and a good camera, message us. Where, Sonny? Podcast Rock City 1.
That's the number 1.
At gmail.com. Podcast Rock City 1. That's the number 1 at gmail.com. So this will be next week. So you got to be available. We're going to have 3 of you on with us. I'm going to bring up topics because I'm really interested. I always we've been doing the show 12 years. We know a lot of what we think, But what do you guys think? I get to read it as the show goes on, and Manuel puts the comments up on the screen here. Manuel, put a comment up on the screen. Ask and you shall receive. See how that works? Inner Sanctum touched up recordings of the 1980 live songs are great. Fantastic program. If you guys haven't seen it, I promise you'll love it. So podcast Rock City 1, that's the number 1 at gmail.com. Now, the other thing that we're hearing, Sonny, I heard on Three Sides was that I guess they're relaunching Kiss Online, KOL. And we looked recently and did notice we kept waiting to see, are they going to update anything? There hadn't really been anything since like December, I think. And maybe a Paul, happy birthday, Paul. I didn't check because there hadn't been stuff, but relaunching that site, that's interesting, don't you think? I mean, now you've got a company, Sonny, that is going, this represents something we spent a lot of money on. We're going to make sure we're driving people to the site. That's the whole point, right? You work for a big company, right? And they try to drive people to the site to what? Okay, so that's a good question. For you, do they want people to go to the site or into the store or both? Doesn't matter.
It's considered omni-channel, so anywhere you buy is good. We make more money when you buy it at store because we don't have to ship it to you. But we have more things available online than we do at the store because the store is just one box. But online puts you in 1,160 stores plus the 5 e-com centers. So there's a lot more inventory available to you online. I would just say they're going to have to assign a couple of somebodies to keep that thing going. Like what I would do is, if I've got X amount of employees, I would say, all right, you 5 are on the Kiss Online project. You put something up on Mondays. You put something up on Tuesdays. You put something up on Wednesdays. So we get a different flavor every day. So it doesn't get stale. Somebody can go on vacation, cover for somebody, and then the overarching company, when they got something to put up there, they would get with this team of 5 and say, all right, hey, put this up tomorrow because we got a box set coming out or whatever. Right? So you got, there has to be something on that every day. Leaving it sit idle is not a good idea.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I think that's a good idea. The truth is that, it's for a small thing like operation like I run, that's tough because you got real life involved. But when you have a company, no matter what company it is, they, try to keep things moving. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Hey, all regular listener, but first time join. Zap, what's up? Good to see you. There's a whole bunch of people. Aussie Ace, thank you. Everybody that look, while you're here right now, let's try to help me out, okay? Hit the thumbs up button. There it is. Aussie Ace said it already. Hit the thumbs up button right now. It'll help us out. Also, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, I wanted to show you guys this. We're going to put this up while Sonny and I are here. Let's see if we could get it to go up at all. 1,776 people have subscribed to our channel. How do we do this, Sonny? Oh, no. That doesn't work either, does it? That's the best we got. Let's try to, this is real time, apparently. Let's try to get up to 1,780. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll check it before we go off later. 1,780 would be great. I don't know if it's going to happen. It would be fun, though. Some people keep like a little thing here to their side with with like an iPad on it or something, and while they're doing the show, you can see the number go up. It's pretty cool.
Oh,
even if it goes up 1 or 2, that would be great. Thumbs up are great too. It helps the show out. All right, Sonny. What? So we're in 2025. Obviously, the stuff that you'd mentioned was 50 years of John. Leave John's comment up there. I'm going to read it. 50 years of alive. This is 50 years of Dress to Kill, right? This
Yeah.
year. This year.
Yeah.
Okay. So is that what you think is, because these other 2 box sets aren't 50 years. Creatures definitely not. And then it actually says on the Kiss one, 45th anniversary super deluxe edition. So you're talking about 50 years now, right?
Yeah, 50 years. I mean, if you're going to put out a box set, that would be the box sets to put out. Now, I guess you could just randomly start picking box sets. I mean, I guess you could put on an Asylum one. I don't know why you would, but I guess you could.
You all right, hold on. John Patterson, a Kiss outtakes DVD with Dynasty tour rehearsals, any show from the 77 Canadian summer tour, unreleased scenes of the original Thrills in the Night video. I'm with you there.
Which is
Recording
XXX
session.
probably.
Yeah, recording session for the Elder. That's a good one. John Henry, what's up? Good to see you. That's a good one. Every Kiss cruise show. I will tell you that I have a lot of that. I actually have the first, after the first cruise, the DVDs came out, and the Sail Away show, and I think the Indoor show, because they played stuff that they rarely or never played on that first one. It was pretty amazing. And it was really more magical because people had no idea what Kiss was going to do because it had never been done. So if you get a chance to go and watch that, that would be awesome. Angelo, it says, how about a box or something from the filming of Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park? I would like that. I would like the live show off the soundboard. That would be nice. Now I have heard something one time, and I found it on YouTube. I don't know if I can find it again, but I'll look. And it was basically a crowd recording of some of the recordings for the Magic Mountain show, and somebody was on stage. You could hear Paul talking, you could hear Gene talking, and one person from the stage was doing like imitations of like Popeye from the stage. And to me, it sounded like Ace. And I thought that kind of thing would be fun to watch, where they're, that they're not getting along, but they're on stage and they're having fun in front of this crowd. I would love to hear the recordings. I don't even know all the songs that were recorded. I'm not sure it's in that book that I can't mention the name of the author on without getting hate mail.
Hey, by the way, people were talking about Kiss going to the Sphere. The Sphere announced a new band that's going to be playing there 4 weekends.
4 weekends? I think I heard about it, but I can't remember who it was.
Backstreet Boys.
Oh, yeah, you're going to go?
Yeah, I'm going to go to one of the shows. But so they're doing the whole Millennium record, which is a diamond-selling record. Guys, I don't think Kiss is going to end up in the Sphere ever, because they're looking at big acts. They're trying to draw from literally all mass audiences to try to get 3, 4, 5 weekends out of it versus a one-off show.
Right. I'm going to say this wrong. Komani says, I would love to see the Japan 98 show in Japan 98 show in Japan where Gene lost his voice and Paul sang his songs. They were on fire that night besides Gene's voice, LOL. Yeah. I'm not even going to lie. I heard about that a long time ago and it went out of the mind. That would be cool to see. I know that Paul knows Gene's songs better than Gene knows Paul's songs.
Gene doesn't really even know Gene's songs. So
no. I'll tell you this. One year I think it was the second cruise, I was right up against the stage on the indoor show. And while they were doing the live show, I mean, I was so close. I literally took picks right off of Paul's guitar. That's like a amazing thing to be able to do. And I looked, and there was like a screen that was scrolling lyrics for Gene just in case he got lost while he was singing.
There's a lot of guys that do that, though. And you don't have to be
Ozzy
Gene's
does it
to
too.
do it.
I've seen Ozzy do it. And
it's not all old guys. I don't actually mind it, to be honest.
No, it helps create a better show.
Yeah.
John Patterson, I'm thinking a remake of Kiss Meets the Phantom with Rob Zombie as director. Yeah, but then at that point, all new soundtrack, bigger budget. But here's the tie into the Clover universe. That's funny. But here's the problem. And I love those movies, by the way. The everybody would have to be murdered or bloodied, or there'd have to be like a dead baby in a jar or something somewhere, because that's Rob Zombie's thing, you know? And okay, so look, I don't want to beat a dead horse. Here's the thing. Apparently, according to the rumors, I guess next month we may hear something. So that's where we're really at. So let's all be patient. If you do like a Kiss podcast, or you got a blog or something, be patient. It's coming. I believe it's coming. I want to see it as much as you do. And when it does, man, maybe we'll either all be excited, or most of us, or some of we'll all. It's going to be exciting. Because we're going to finally get the Pophouse era of Kiss, basically what their vision is. And we already know that they've talked to some people that have been fans. I talked to them once. I know Mark Cicchini mentioned that he talked to them. Obviously, Matt Porter, they got in contact with him to do the Spotify thing. Lori, being a fan, they contacted her and they talked to her. I can't imagine that they did not say, "Hey, Lori, you're a female Kiss fan. What do you like?" But as a business guy, Sonny, that only makes sense to do, right?
Yeah, I mean, you got to cast a wide net because they're still learning, right? And my guess is those guys are finding out new shit all the time. I am I'm getting on 16 40. I'm a 40 plus year Kiss fan. And I'm learning new things every day about what thing that existed. When did that happen? Where was that? And so, because, I don't got 24/7 like Asada to sit there and watch fucking YouTube videos all day. But, so they're learning every single day. And I think what you do is you cast a wide net and go, all right, we need to put something out there that's going to hit 80% of the people, because the other 20% not going to make happy no matter what anyway. So it doesn't matter.
It's true.
But I'll tell you, every time I see a Kiss thing in a store now, I'm like, is that Pophouse? Like, I'm everything that I'm touching that even has a hint of Kiss on it, I'm like, did Pophouse do that, or did they not do that?
So what I think is, what I can tell you is what I've noticed so far. I have enjoyed the new merchandise that's been coming out. I thought the t-shirts were cool. I like the fact that it's not just the Destroyer pose that we're seeing. I like that there was an alternate picture of them on the cubes for a t-shirt for the Valentine's Day thing. I liked that. Even though Sonny, he kind of poo-pooed it, one of the things that I thought was they put out Valentine cards. Now, I didn't buy the Valentine cards myself, but I bet a lot of people did, just because it was affordable. $20. It's something new that they could get, maybe in between. There's a couple of t-shirts that I'm going to order that I want really bad. I said back as soon as I saw Heavy Mayo's comment, bring back action figures. Yeah, that would be great too. Action figures would be cool.
If they're good, if they look good, there's some out there right now don't look that good.
Yeah. And I think that those ones that we're seeing are the ones that were all like all set, like they're not the one with Gene with the fire and the spear or whatever.
Oh, that looks great.
Yeah. See, I'm just wondering if those other ones were all set to come out like licensed before Pophouse purchased, because that stuff still gets to come out, right? Even though a new owner has it. They have the deal. They get to put it out, and then they put it out. I wasn't a fan of the little guys, the little ones. Although, I mean, it's hard to make these things perfect. I'm imagining when they're 2 3/4 inches, What are you laughing about, Sonny? I didn't.
Leave it alone.
Mhm.
No, I think we got to wait it out, see what they got. I think they're going to have their hands in a lot of things. I think they're getting a lot of information, and I think that's great. I think there's going to be stuff they hit on. I think there's going to be stuff that they don't hit on. And I'm going to tell you, as a person who works for a Fortune 500 company, we make a plan. We make it for the 80%. So the top 10, which in our world would be the Kiss homers, are most likely not going to be happy. And the bottom 10, who are just the tire kickers that don't care, are most likely not going to be happy. They're trying to make the middle 80% happy. And that's all they can do. They're not going to be able to make everybody happy.
Right. I mean, that's in anything. That's what this show. Every week, somebody sends a text in complaining about either Sonny or Joey, and then I send it to them, and they giggle. Nobody. Thank you for not complaining about me too much. I appreciate it. Nobody complains about Lee at all.
Of course not.
No,
she's too hard to complain about.
Yeah, this is what happens when you're cute. You get away with everything. Anyway, all right. So this was a lot of fun. Thank you very much. Hey, listen, March is, what do we got? It's 15 days away. 15 days away. Once we get to March, we'll see what happens in March. I don't know. I'm excited about it though, and I'm only going by what I've seen on the rumor mill. The rumor mill is saying everything. I even heard that the Off the Soundboard that they're going to release is a Peter Criss live thing.
Jesus.
I don't have that one.
One of the things we never talked about, I guess, and I'm sure we thought about it, but we just didn't think of talking about it. Pophouse is going to make a ton of money in Japan and in Australia. Like, they probably are looking at those markets going, we could put some toys out in the market. We could put some collectibles out in the market. Japan and Australia would eat that shit up because I don't know how much of that stuff's out there.
No, that's true. Like the AJ is messing with me now. AJ White, don't leave without telling me. AJ, it's in the description. There's a link. It says people who are members and people need to become members. Anyway, all right. He's going to find it. I'm going to wait for him. When you get there, say here. This way I don't do the show without you. I know you really want to be there. And we didn't do that one last. Who you had the scores for the Super Bowl down?
Yeah, nobody was close because nobody had the Eagles winning.
I did. At the end, I didn't have I had the Eagles winning. I didn't have the halftime score right.
Oh yeah, well,
who knew?
Who knew?
Who knew? Yeah, that was crazy. To see that look on Sonny's face, that's disgust right now. He's disgusted. All right, listen, all you guys that are watching right now live, and all you guys that are listening, man, thank you very much. We really love you guys. I am going to be getting everybody together next week for another show, and hopefully we'll get everybody together the week after for another one. This week we were going to talk about Kiss and comics. I actually purchased something special. I'll show you guys that made me decide that this would be a fun topic.
So did the comic books come out in 77 or 78?
I think it was 70. It was when it was right before the solo albums, I think.
Oh, okay. So 78.
I got this Rolling Stone magazine. Check it out. Look, it's talking about Boston, the Stones, Belushi. I just ran this thing right into my face. And there's there was an article in here, and I was like, "Oh, this is pretty interesting." It'll be something that we talk about, of course, when it comes time to do the show. But I'll show it to you guys because it's pretty cool. It does talk about what made Marvel do comic books. You guys see that right there?
Oh, okay.
So it's like an article about Kiss and Marvel, and they mentioned Alice Cooper and a few other famous people, and it's very interesting. It's not a big article, but it's in Rolling Stone, which is pretty crazy. And once we do that, we'll get into all the comic books, like the weird ones and the ones that weren't so weird. I think we're gonna have a blast doing that.
I've got that big ass one. Remember the one that it's
you
like,
got the K2 whatever.
Yeah, I got it over there somewhere.
I only have the tiny version of it, the regular
I
version.
got the big ass one. Yeah,
it's like 3 foot tall.
Yeah.
Holy crap! When you turn the page, can you like fan the house? That's pretty awesome. All right, you guys. Sonny, you have anything to add?
No, thanks for listening. And man, it's the best time I've ever had. No Casada. Perfect.
Everybody loves hanging with Joe. Oh my God. That could be a TV show, but change my name to Raymond. Everybody loves Raymond. That's got a nice kick to it. Anyway, my name is Joe, and I had a great time hanging out with all 75 to 100 of you guys. This was a lot of fun.
Because none of those were named Joey either.
That's true. I don't know if we got any more people. Let's see. We got one more subscriber, Sonny. Thank you. We appreciate it.
That was actually
Thumbs up.
me.
Oh, all right. You guys don't forget, we're going to pick 3 people that are on our past our paywall to come on the show with us next week. Podcast Rock City 1, that's the number 1 at gmail.com. Go there, say, hey, I want to do it. And you got to have a good microphone, headphones, a computer, and a camera. If that's what you want to do, send us an email. We'll pick 3 people and we'll let you know probably by Tuesday, maybe Monday, maybe tomorrow. So get to it. And you know what I'm going to say. We love Kiss, and we love Kiss podcasts. And you're going to hear the commercials for, especially the ones that bitch about us. And you're going to hear the commercials right after this in 3, 2, 1. Peace.